Hello, everybody. Good afternoon on the East Coast and maybe in the middle of the country. I guess it's still good late morning on the West Coast, and who knows what it is in the rest of the world. I'm Andrew Seligson, president of Campus Compact. I'm here with my colleague Marisol Morales, vice president for network leadership. How are you doing today, Marisol?
Good. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today?
We are joining you in all these various streaming formats to tell you a little bit about our upcoming virtual gathering, Compact20. It will be happening on these platforms, live streaming, open platforms, Monday, May 11 to Wednesday, May 13. And you can learn more about it by going to conference.compact.org. You can sign up there for email reminders for sessions and get the full descriptions. But we thought we would spend a little bit of time now just sharing some things that we're looking forward to about the conference. Marisol, what's a highlight that you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to having more than 1,000 registrants attend our virtual conference, which is what the at least notification numbers are looking like now. But in terms of the content, I'm looking forward to the equity panel that I'm hosting, as well as the panel from the Place-Based Justice Network. I'm excited to see what they have to share with us. We were bummed that we couldn't have our in-person conference, but this is the next best thing, and bringing some of that content to everyone. How about you,
we
Andrew?
will still learn from Seattle, even if we can't learn in Seattle.
That's right.
As we were planning to do. There's a lot I'm excited about. One piece is our opening session. I'll be in conversation with Raj Vinick, the president at the Woodrow Wilson Foundation. He's been doing a big project on building sustainable civic learning ecosystems and how colleges and universities, schools, youth-serving organizations, philanthropy can come together, municipal governments to build the kinds of ecosystems that will support the development of everybody's capacity to engage civically, to influence the direction of their own communities, influence the direction of the country. So I'm really looking forward to that conversation. What else are you looking forward to?
Well, I think also, this year in Seattle, we were going to do our first Nadine Cruz Community Engagement Professional Awards and our institutional awards. So being able to have those folks come and talk to us, the recipients of the Nadine Cruz Award. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, we're going to have some networking going on, right?
How's that going to work? We're not all going to be in the same place, Marisol.
Well, we're being very creative, Andrew. We're going to be using Slack to do some networking based on topic areas and with some of our sponsors. And so looking forward to virtual networking on Slack. I know I'm a little nervous about the technology, but I know that our communications crew has us hooked up very well and has put out a lot of information to our participants on how to get on Slack and access us through all of these different technology platforms.
And I think if you go to conference.compact.org, you can
see
some
again?
of that information. That
What's
would be
that website?
conference.compact.org. You can check out all that information, not only about the sessions, but as you were saying, Marisol, about how to access the technology to participate in the networking, and just a little more about how all the streaming is going to work. But it basically is as simple as show up on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and you'll be able to see all of this great content. One of the things I'm excited about, especially given some of the things that are going on right now, is a session by Mike Caulfield, who is at Washington State University, Vancouver. And he is doing a session. The title is Attention is the Scarcity, a New Approach to Civic Digital Literacy. And given that we are once again kind of swamped with all sorts of misinformation online and disinformation and false information, work that's about helping students learn how to distinguish what's reliable and not online, I think that's incredibly important to kind of rebuilding our civic culture and our capacity to work with each other, solve the problems we face. So that's a session I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, he did a podcast with us, didn't he?
He did indeed. And I know I learned a lot from that, and he's continued to update that work, and has really been thinking about dealing, not only, I think a lot of it previously was focused on, political campaigns or those kinds of issues, but, this public health crisis has raised its own set of kind of civic information issues as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm also excited about the one I talked about earlier, our equity panel called Living Out Our Value of Equity, Love, Fake Equity, Social Transformation in Higher Ed. And that's going to be, like, we had actually framed it at the conference to be a fireside chat. So this is going to be sort of a conversation with the women who helped create the blog Fake Equity, and Erin Okuna, and then Nancy Luna Jimenez from the Luna Jimenez Institute for Social Transformation, and Naima Watson from Rutgers Camden. And so just a conversation about what equity looks like in this work, equity and community engagement. I think it's really pertinent now as we're seeing sort of the issues, particularly around equity and health inequities come up in light of COVID-19. So.
That also is connected to a pair of sessions that I'm excited about, both focused on voting and student voting issues. One is focused on an equity lens on voting, and really ensuring that our voter engagement efforts are not just intensifying the kinds of asymmetries that exist in voter participation, but are doing more to ensure that there's equal voter participation across all groups and full voter participation across all groups. And then there's another session focused on helping students overcome the process barriers that often end up preventing them from voting by just effectively educating them about what it really takes to vote in practical terms. It's one thing to encourage them. It's another thing to help them identify what's likely to stand in their way and give them strategies for overcoming those things. So those sessions, I think, will be great and really practical for people, as well as giving them a reframe on what kinds of things they really need to be thinking about as they're encouraging student voting.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I think we've got a lot of really good content. We had to sort of end up like reducing what we were going to offer in Seattle and taking some of the nuggets and sharing them virtually over 2.5 days. So I think we've put together a really great virtual conference in terms of content. I'm looking forward to seeing people connect and continue to engage with our work more now than ever. And we're continuing to have opportunities for members and non-members and interested folks to connect with the Compact and the great work that we do across the country.
Yeah, and I'm going to mention one last session in that context, which is we have a session focused on community colleges and the way civic engagement connects with all of the priorities driving community college work. And I think that just makes the point that, this is an event for everybody in higher education, all sectors, community colleges, 4 years, public, private, faith-based, secular. It's also an event for community partners. It's an event for anybody who cares about the public good and wants to learn about how higher education might be part of the story about helping to strengthen and kind of restore to health aspects of our democracy that may not be firing on all cylinders. So conference.compact.org, you can sign up for email reminders of sessions. The dates again are May 11 to 13. And again, this is free, open to everybody. You don't have to register, but again, signing up for those email reminders is a way to ensure that you will not, sleep through the sessions or find yourself swamped with work and not remember to go check it out. So we look forward to seeing everybody in whatever that is, like some number of days from today, because I don't remember the date.
I think it's about a week.
7 days. It might be a week.
It's a week from today.
We're a week away.
I think that's how Monday to Monday works sometimes.
Monday to Monday. See, I'm learning a lot as we go.
Yeah, I think the other thing to point out is the timing of it. So we try to schedule in such a way that we could get folks from the East Coast, the West Coast, and Hawaii, Pacific Islands have members to join us. And so really trying to be as inclusive as possible to get folks participating and sharing the work.
Yeah, no, that's true. And, you know, we know that we would have had, for example, in person, some attendees from other countries around the world. And we also know that many more people who might want to be at an in-person event can't, you know, travel from all points around the globe. So we couldn't accommodate every single time zone globally. But I do think, you know, one of the great things is this will give the opportunity for more people to be there. And again, that was one of the reasons we decided, let's do this in a way that's free and as widely accessible as possible. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they have managed to get themselves into just about everybody's computers around the world and phones and whatever. So
Right.
Hopefully nobody will be prevented from joining the conversation.
Exactly. Well, we look forward to having folks there a week from today. And I don't know, anything else?
I don't think so. Just one more time, conference.compact.org. And we'll see you, it turns out, a week from today.
That's right. Bye, all. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.